Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Jimmy Chen, and I'm your friendly neighborhood Holy Bible explainer. We are reading Numbers 25. Moab seduces Israel. While Israel was staying at Shittim, the men began to indulge in sexual immorality with Moabite women, who invited them to the sacrifices to their gods. So whenever they sacrifice animals. I think that they eat. They eat meat. So nowadays, it's commonplace. It's normal. You can just go to a steakhouse and you sit at a table and you have your salad. Of course, you have your drink. You drink and you have your salad. And there's rolls, right? Bread, and you just eat your steak. But back then, I think it was different because this is a long time ago. When they had tons of meat, I think is some kind of like orgy. Like you've heard of Moses and Aaron. If you've been following along, you know that God probably is changing this kind of what was known back then as sacrifices. He created like a movable temple called the tabernacle. And when people bring their sacrifices, they have to enter this movable temple, it's called the tabernacle. And then they have to perform the sacrifices a certain way, and they do it before a priest. They do it before him. There's this tent, and then there's the main tabernacle, and he's like there again. He's there, and he's there, and he's there. And then the priest is there, and there's this bronze altar, and it's all holy. He's changing sacrifices. I think sacrifices in this ancient time, they just created some kind of altar that didn't look that great. It could have been just put together really fast, and then they just chopped up a bunch of meat and cooked it up, and then oh God, and they don't even care, and God is always around, and God would say something like, yes, oh, it's you guys just acting like monkeys. It's not good enough for me. Not good enough for me. So, if you watch my earlier videos, God himself directed the design of the tabernacle. He said, this is how I want the sacrifices. Suckers, the way you guys sacrifice now, throwing the altar together and chopping a bunch of meat up and gorging yourself on meat and making it like an orgy, and then you have women there and they probably dance around all naked, and then then the man's like eating meat, woman, and then it's not holy. It's not holy. So verse 2, the Moabite women invited them to the sacrifices to their gods. The people ate the meal and bowed down before these gods. So these are imaginary gods, In the past, people just made things up, There must be a guy named He-Mans, and he's the cloud god. I see that cloud there. He-Mans is the cloud god. What do you think, Joe? And Joe's like, yeah, He-Man is the cloud god. I'll back you up, because we are all Ammonites. He-Man's the cloud gods. And From this now on forth, the God of the clouds of the Amorites will be He-Man's. Good thinking, bud. Chop, chop, chop. Eat on their meat. They eat their meat. But everyone knows, very, very likely, there's a creator. And, this is his book. It's just not for everyone. In this country, if you don't like it, then, God understands. So, they're bowing down before, like, He-Man's, the cloud god of the Amorites that they made up, for example. So, Israel yoked themselves to the Baal of Peor, and the Lord's anger burned against them. So, they just, when you're, for example, a Christian, you have to be, 100% Christian. You can't hang out with people and, now, because we're high-fiving and drinking beers, I'm one half Christian and you're Muslim, all right, high five, fist pump, fist bump. That's what kind of happened here. Some of the Israelites, they went to their sacrifice, and the Moabite women, they're Moabites. They have their gods, and they ate together with them, and they slept with them, and they always wanted, the man to believe in their gods and bow down to their gods. I don't know what they had, maybe like a little statue or a picture. So some of these Israelites, they're like, okay, now since we had sex and I ate with you, one half Israelite and one half worshiping the Moabite gods. And then God got angry against these guys. The Lord said to Moses, see, Moses is still around, take all the leaders of these people, kill them and expose them in broad daylight before the Lord, before me, so that the Lord's fierce anger may turn away from Israel. So Moses said to Israel's judges, each of you must put to death. Okay, there are these folks named Israel's judges. I think these are the guys with staffs. If you've been following along, there must be 12 of them. Moses told Israel's judges, each of you must put to death the people who have yoked themselves to the Baal of Peor. This is the Moabite gods. So the Baal, it should be Baals, but I think that these imaginary gods of the Moabites, they're called the Baal of Peor. Then an Israelite man brought into the camp a Midianite woman right before the eyes of Moses and the whole assembly of Israel, while they were weeping at the entrance to the tent of meeting. So the assembly, I said earlier, they're groups of people that stand before the tent of meeting. God wants to, talk to them a little. So this assembly right here, it could either be the judges or it could be the people who, how's it spoken of here? Yoke themselves to the Baal of Peor. And then, verse 7, when Phinehas, it's like Phineas, son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, grandson of Aaron, I don't know, when I say N, sometimes it sounds like a D, but the grandson of Aaron, remember Aaron has passed away. Aaron is the brother of Moses. When Phineas, let's just call him Phineas, saw this, he left the assembly. So he left And he took a spear in his hand and followed the Israelite into the tent. He drove the spear into both of them, right through the Israelite man and into the woman's stomach. Then the plague against Israelites was stopped, but those who died in the plague numbered 24,000. So you may be a little lost. In verse 4, we see that God, the Lord, says, take all the leaders of these people, kill them, and expose them in broad daylight before the Lord, so that the Lord's fierce anger may turn away from Israel. I think that Moses wrote Numbers. Moses wrote what are called the first 5 books. We are at the 4th book. He wrote Genesis, he wrote Exodus, he wrote Leviticus, Moses, he wrote all of them. He wrote this book. And after this book, there's a book called Deuteronomy. He wrote that book too. So Moses is expecting you to just know what happens. Whenever people anger God, there could be a plague, and then it kills a lot of people. So that's what happened right here. And then before Aaron, to stop the plague, I think he lit incense and he walked among the people. Now, Phinehas, his grandson, drove a spear through someone and the woman, and then the plague stopped. In verse 10, the Lord said to Moses, Phinehas, son of Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, has turned my anger away from the Israelites, since he was as zealous for my honor among them as I am. I did not put an end to them in my zeal. Therefore, tell him I am making my covenant of peace with him. He and his descendants will have a covenant of a lasting priesthood, because he was zealous for the honor of his God and made atonement for the Israelites. The name of the Israelite who was killed with the Midianite woman was Zimri, son of Salu, the leader of a Simeonite family. And the name of the Midianite woman who was put to death was Cosbi, daughter of Zur, a tribal chief of a Midianite family. The Lord said to Moses, treat the Midianites as enemies and kill them. That's too bad, because Moses is married to Zipporah, who is a Midianite. His father-in-law, Jethro, or Reuel, is a Midianite priest and prince. They treated you as enemies when they deceived you in the Peor incident involving their sister, Cosbi, the daughter of a Midianite leader, the woman who was killed when the plague came as a result of that incident. Aha. So, I guess Midianites also live in Moab, or they could live close to Moab. So, Moses thought that the Midianites liked him. Being married to Zipporah, that makes him like a prince of the Midianites. So, when they're coming to Moab, the Midianites should be nice to the Israelites because Moses is their leader. But what they did was, well, first of all, they don't believe in the same God. And then They enticed and they actually caused a lot of Israelite men to fall. And the Lord had to kill those men. So the Lord is telling Moses, it may be a trick. The Midianites did it on purpose. They sent women in to cause some of you to be fooled into what's called idolatry with them, and then God would just have to kill them. Let's read Numbers 26. Numbers 26, the second census. After the plague, the Lord said to Moses and Eleazar, son of Aaron the priest, take a census of the whole Israelite community by families, all those 20 years old or more who are able to serve in the army of Israel. So on the plains of Moab, by the Jordan, across from Jericho, Moses and Eleazar, the priest, spoke with them and said, take a census of the men 20 years old or more, as the Lord commanded Moses. These were the Israelites who came out of Egypt. The descendants of Reuben, the firstborn son of Israel, were through Hanok, the Hanokite clan, through Palu, the Paluite clan, through Hezron, the Hezronite clan, through Carmi, the Carmite clan. These were the clans of Reuben. Those numbered were 43,730. The son of Palu was Eliab, and the sons of Eliab were Nemuel, Dathan, and Abiram. The same Dathan and Abiram were the community officials who rebelled against Moses and Aaron and were among Korah's followers when they rebelled against the Lord. The earth opened its mouth and swallowed them along with Korah, whose followers died when the fire devoured the 250 men, and they served as a warning sign. The line of Korah, however, did not die out. The descendants of Simeon by their clans were through Nemuel, the Nemuelite clan, through Jamin, the Jaminite clan, through Jachin, the Jachinite clan, through Zerah, the Zerahite clan, through Shaul, the Shaulite clan. These were the clans of Simeon, those numbered were 22,200. The descendants of Gad by their clans were through Zephon, the Zephonite clan, through Haggai, the Haggite clan, through Shuni, the Shunite clan, through Ozni, the Oznite clan, through Eri, the Erite clan, through Arodi, the Arodite clan, through Areli, the Arelite clan. These were the clans of Gad those numbered were 40,500. Er and Onan were sons of Judah, but they died in Canaan. The descendants of Judah by their clans were through Shelah, the Shelahite clan, through Perez, the Perezite clan, or Perezite clan, through Zerah, another Zerah, the Zerahite clan. The descendants of Perez were through Hezron, the Hezronite clan, through Hamul, the Hamulite clan. These were the clans of Judah. Those numbered were 76,500. The descendants of Issachar by their clans were through Tola, the Tolite clan, through Puah, the Puite clan, through Jashub, the Jashubite clan, through Shimron, the Shimronite clan. These were the clans of Issachar. Those numbered were 64,300. The descendants of Zebulun by their clans were through Sered, the Seredite clan, through Elon, like Elon Musk, the Elonite clan, through Jaleel, the Jaleelite clan. These were the clans of Zebulun. Those numbered were 60,500. The descendants of Joseph by their clans through Manasseh or Manasseh and Ephraim or Ephraim were the descendants of Manasseh or Manasseh through Machir, the Machirite clan. Machir was the father of Gilead. Through Gilead, the Gileadite clan. So Joseph's son is Manasseh, and maybe Manasseh's son is Machir, and perhaps Machir's son is Gilead. So later on, spoiler alert, there's someone named Elijah that will come along later. He is of the Gileadite clan. And some people will say, what the heck is Gilead? So he is a descendant of Joseph. These were the descendants of Gilead through Iezer, the Iezerite clan, through Helek, the Helekite clan, through Asriel, the Asrielite clan, through Shechem, the Shechemite clan, through Shemida, the Shemidite clan, through Hefer, the Heferite clan. Zelophehad, son of Hefer, had no sons. He had only daughters, whose names were Mala, Noah, Hagla, Milcah, and Tirzah. These were the clans of Manasseh or Manasseh. Those numbered were 52,700. These were the descendants of Ephraim or Ephraim by their clans through Shuthelah, the Shuthelahite clan, through Becher, the Becherite clan, through Tahan, the Tahanite clan. These were the descendants of Shuthelah through Aaron, the Aaronite clan. These were the clans of Ephraim or Ephraim. Those numbered were 32,500. These were the descendants of Joseph by their clans. The descendants of Benjamin by their clans were through Bela, the Belaite clan, through Ashbel, the Ashbelite clan, through Ahiram, the Ahiramite clan, through Shupham, the Shuphamite clan, through Hupham, the Huphamite clan, the descendants of Bela through Ard and Naaman were through Ard, the Ardite clan, through Naaman, the Naamite clan. These were the clans of Benjamin. Benjamin, those numbered were 45,600. These were the descendants of Dan by their clans, through Shuham, the Shuhamite clan. These were the clans of Dan. All of them were Shuhamite clans. And those numbered were 64,400. The descendants of Asher or Asher by their clans were through Imnah, the Imnite clan, through Ishvi, the Ishvite clan, through Beriah, the Beriite clan, and through the descendants of Beriah, through Heber, the Heberite clan, through Malkiel, the Malkielite clan. And Asher had a daughter named Sarah, or Asher had a daughter named Sarah. These were the clans of Asher or Asher. Those numbered were 53,400. The descendants of Naphtali by their clans were through Jazil, the Jazilite clan, through Guni, the Gunite clan, through Jezer, the Jezerite clan, through Shelem, the Shelemite clan. These were the clans of Naphtali. Those numbered were 45,400. The total number of the men of Israel was 601. 730. The Lord said to Moses, "The land is to be allotted to them as an inheritance, based on the number of names. To a larger group, give a larger inheritance, and to a smaller group, a smaller one. Each is to receive its inheritance according to the number of those listed. Be sure that the land is distributed by lot. What each group inherits will be according to the names for its ancestral tribe. Each inheritance is to be distributed by lot among the larger and smaller groups. These were the Levites who were counted by their clans, through Gershon, the Gershonite clan, through Kohath, the Kohathite clan, the Kohathite clan, through Merari, the Merarite clan. These also were Levite clans, the Libonite clan, the Hebronite clan, the Malite clan, the Mushite clan, not the Ku Klux Klan, no, the Mushite clan, the Ku Klux, the clucks, like chickens, don't they cluck? Buck, buck, buck. So they're the Ku Klucky clan. They're a cuckoo clucking clan. the Mushite clan, the Korahite clan, the Kohath. Kohath was the forefather of Amram. Amram. The name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, a descendant of Levi or Levi, who was born to the Levites in Egypt. To Amram, Jochebed bore Aaron, Moses, and their sister Miriam. Aaron was the father of Nadab and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. But Nadab and Abihu died when they made an offering before the Lord with unauthorized fire. And we know what that's more like, because remember those 250 guys? They did the same thing. All the male Levites a month old or more, numbered 23,000. They were not counted along with the other Israelites, because they received no inheritance among them. These are the ones counted by Moses and Eleazar the priest, when they counted the Israelites on the plains of Moab by the Jordan, across from Jericho. Not one of them was among those counted by Moses and Aaron the priest when they counted the Israelites in the desert of Sinai. For the Lord had told those Israelites they would surely die in the wilderness, and not one of them was left except Caleb, son of Jephunneh, and Joshua or Yehoshua, son of Nun. Thank you for listening. Remember, keep God first. Stay tuned. The story is going to get more and more exciting. Keep God first again, and He'll take you places.